On left side, you see normal Insta360 selfie stick. Right side, your elevated setup. At least that's what I call it. If you are using an Insta360 camera like this, you get this shot. Nice, but mostly your back and not much road. But if you set it up like this, suddenly it looks like a drone is following you. And after 1 year of testing, I can confidently say this is the perfect fake drone setup. But I didn't get here easily. In fact, I almost destroyed my camera within 100 meters of leaving my house. Hello, welcome to MotoMoku, where we ride motorcycles and occasionally try to destroy expensive equipment. We also conduct high-risk engineering experiments without permission. Today, I'll show you the wrong setup, the disaster, and the final perfect mount. I've always been obsessed with those shots, the ones where the camera floats behind the rider like a loyal drone. Except I don't have a drone. I have something better, overconfidence. So here is the problem. Standard selfie stick mounted behind the rider, you get a great view of my jacket and also my ass. But raise the camera just a bit higher, change the angle, and suddenly you see the road, the ride, and the experience. That's the difference between recording a ride and showing a ride. So this was my earlier setup. So I built this genius setup. One clamp here, one clamp there, one extender, one selfie stick. Basically, a structure designed by YouTube inspiration plus zero mechanical testing. And I thought, yes, this will survive the Dubai roads. Spoiler alert, it did not. So I leave home, cinematic dreams in my eyes. 100 meters later, at the roundabout, a guy starts honking. I stole his car. But he was a random hero and says, bro, your camera. That's all I heard. My camera was not mounted anymore. It was freelancing. It's negotiating with gravity. Look at this, just inches from the road. If this guy hadn't stopped me, today's video would be titled, How I Donated My Camera Dubai Roads. The problem was simple. Basically, every bump, every jerk, all the force was going into one weak point. I built a system where failure was not a possibility. It was a schedule. By looking at this, my wife didn't say anything, but I could see in her eyes saying, even the camera is trying to leave you now. And that's when my 30-year-old engineering brain woke up. After years of doing absolutely nothing, it said, let's pretend we still know physics. So I redesigned everything, 2 mounting points, in fact 3 mounting points, crash bar, rear rack, and the hard molly panel on my lone rider top box. Now load is distributed. Then this is support rod which carries the structure, and now the selfie stick, as you can see in the video, is supported at multiple points. Result, stable, strong, reliable. And this is the magic. No height, essentially boring shot. More height, cinematic drone effect. That small difference changes everything. I've used this setup for a year, highways, a bit of off-road, group rides, and here you can see in the video, I fell a couple of times, slow speed obviously, and it did not even move my camera an inch. And now my camera stays where it belongs. If you're building your own setup, don't trust a single mounting point. Don't ignore vibration force. Always distribute load, always test properly, and rely only on authentic and good quality mounts. I earlier ordered some AliExpress or Temu mounts, but they all ultimately either rusted away or broke at one point or another. So I use now specifically only RAM mounts when I'm mounting expensive equipment. They're a bit pricey, not really expensive, but at least you have the confidence this is the best support you can provide to your expensive gear. But while testing, preferably don't test it in traffic, not in the roundabout, and not with any witnesses present. So yeah, no drone, just smart mounting. That's all from this time. If you like this video or you found some value in this video, please do not forget to subscribe and comment. See you next time in next video. Goodbye from MotoMoku.